Three murders. 3 murders.
6 altogether.
Oh, that's you. Sorry.
3 murders.
6 altogether.
This is getting serious. No gun. Yvette dropped it here. Very well. I know who did it.
You do?
And furthermore, I shall explain to you how it was all planned out. Follow me. Now, in order to help you understand what happened, I shall need to go through the events of the evening step by step. At the start of the evening, Yvette was here, by herself, waiting to serve you all a glass of champagne. I was in the hall. I know because I was there. Then I hurried across the hall to the kitchen. And the cook was here, alive, sharpening her knife, preparing to serve you all dinner. And then the doorbell rang. And then I introduced myself to you as Boston the butler, and I hurried across the hall to the study. And you met me. I smiled and poured you a drink. And then the doorbell rang.
Stay here.
And it was you, Mrs. White, looking pale and tragic as ever. So I took her bags and I went off. And I introduced you to Colonel Mustard. Hello, hello. And then I noticed that Yvette and Mrs. White flinched. And then there was a crash of lightning and a rumble of thunder. And to make a long story short,
Too late.
one by one you each arrived. And then the gong was struck by the cook, and we all went to the dining room. Peacock stood here, Professor Plum here, Mrs. White here, Mr. Green here, Colonel Mustard here, Mrs. Scarlet here. This chair was vacant. Anyways, we all had revealed that we all received a letter. You had a letter, and 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 you
Get
had a
on with it!
The point is blackmail.
Yes, but this came out after dinner. In the study.
You're right. Mr. Green stood here, Professor Plum here, Miss Scarlet here, Mrs. White here, Colonel Mustard here.
Get on with it!
Sitting down, getting there. Then Mr. Body ran into the hall and got a surprise package, and you guys all opened your presents. And then Mr. Body switched off the lights. Mr. Body lay on the floor, apparently dead.
He was dead. I examined him.
Well then why was he bashed in the head a few minutes later by a candlestick and he was already dead?
All right, I made a mistake.
You're right. And if so, why would Mr. Body pretend to be dead? It could only be that he realized that his scheme had misfired. And the bullet was intended to kill him, not me. See, look. The bullet grazed his ear. Clearly, his best way of escaping death was to pretend to be dead already.
So whoever grabbed the gun from me in the dark tried to kill him.
But remember what happened next. Mrs. Peacock took a drink, and you said, well, maybe it's poison. And she screamed, Mr. Green. Well, I had to stop her from screaming. Then more screaming, Yvette, in the office, we all ran. But one of us wasn't here. No.
No.
No. Maybe one of us was murdering the cook. Who wasn't here when we all ran? Who wasn't here with us?
Do you know?
I do. As we all ran to get Yvette, one of us could have. Stayed in the study, picked up the dagger, ran across the hall, and stabbed the cook.
Well, who's the person? Well, one of us might have seen him running back.
Not if he used the secret passageway.
What? No.
murderer crept into the secret passageway and ran back down into the study.
How did you know about that?
This house used to belong to a friend of mine. I've known all along.
So, that can mean you're the murderer.
Oh, don't be ridiculous. If I were the murderer, why would I explain to you how I did it?